SC Flangway here, and I will be casting a game on how to kite enemy units. So, in one corner we have me, and this is a game I did play against some random person online. I have no idea who he is. So first off, he tries to really early on just rush the heck out of me. It's just a very early timing he does. And I will be attempting to counter said timing by kiting around his entire units. So while this game is getting underway, I'd like to talk a little bit about what I'm going to be putting on my channel. This channel is very new, and I haven't really put much up yet. I will be planning to do how-to videos on StarCraft. So this is like how to kite enemy units. My next video will probably be how to set up a contain as Protoss. And I don't know where I'll go from there. Please, in your comments, just tell me what you want to see next. If there's any other games you think you should see, just what do you feel about it. So now here my probe is scouting out, and I'm getting an assimilator for gas, whereas he's not, he's just 2-gating. Scouting is very important in this, though I didn't scout in the right direction originally. Scouting is very important. He probably should have done some scouting. I don't think he actually scouted anything, so this may delay his push a little bit, because he doesn't actually know where I am. But I did get more probes than he did, so if you look at I do have a little bit more income due to that fact. He's catching up. Oh, sorry, zealots. I'm getting my gas, and I'm adding a cyber core, which is something he doesn't do. He's only making gateways. He's not taking up in any way, as this, for him, is just going to be a all-in push. He's going to go all in for this. I'm still making probes, while his probe production has completely ceased. He's done. I'm adding on a second gateway, because I didn't want to expand very soon. There is a saying with Protoss, whoever expands first loses. Now that's not always true, but especially in this case, if I had expanded, I would have most certainly lost. I don't remember this game too well, as if I expand or not. So now he is scouting before his army fully gets strength. Now, look at this. He's moved all his probes. This is an all-in. Alright, he's a little supply blocked. But this is an all-in push. He has a big force right here. And his probe has pre-scouted me. Now I'm building a stalker, which is quite a bit different than the zealot. It's the ranged unit. A ranged unit is the only unit that can really kite enemy units. It can especially kite because the zealot has a movement speed of 2.25, whereas my stalker has a movement speed of 2.95, so I can move quicker than, well, his units. Now he tries to take out the pylon first, which is very smart of him, because, well, it's powering my buildings. He's actually able to stop all production of anything. Now the stalker here has already gotten a kill, but is now getting kind of low on health, as he's taking some damage. I'm trying to build more pylons and such. Where is my stalker? Did he die? I think he died. So I'm trying to get this. Now I'm bringing my probes off the line to help fight a little bit. This is just for buying time so I can chrono boost out this other stalker. Now, units killed wise. Now there's nothing on the production tab besides my stalker. He's killed 16 units. 15 of those were workers. Now I've got out my next stalker. I'm trying to produce another one here. Finally killed one of these. See, as I move out of the way, I can gain a little bit of shield. Very slowly. Out of combat, the stalkers begin to regenerate their shield. See? But now I'm taking damage here. because I was focused on building this pylon. The supplies are now 3 probes and this stalker, and I'm just taking damage. Should have canceled this to get some extra cash. And I really have nothing left. 5 supply. That's it, I don't even know where the supply is. Oh, it's right here. So I have that in 1 probe. Very little amount. Cash-wise, I have literally nothing. He's still chasing me. Notice he has an extra probe right here. This probe is hidden so that he can get some income. It would have been better for him if he had left it back, but he didn't. Now he's trying to eliminate me. He's only got 2 zealots left. But the probes, these 3 probes are more than enough to take out my wounded stalker, as he only has 17 actual health left. Now, my probe died. Oh no, he didn't. Never mind. I'm lying. I've made a new probe and I've canceled production of this, the stalker. So now I have a second probe. This is where I make a slight mistake because I'm trying to reset my hotkeys. And now he's taking out another pylon, so I can't produce anymore. I have both assimilators, which was actually pretty bad for me. Now, what I need to do is kill out stalkers, but he has cash. He has 60 minerals left, whereas I have 80, since I'm nearly dead. He's still continuing zealot production, which is very bad. Again, my stalker is wounded, and just the only way I'm keeping it alive is regenerating shield. And this is how I can kite. I'm moving around, so my shield regenerates, and I don't take any damage. A stalker, especially with blink, should never take damage from a melee unit. Whether it's lings, zealots, anything. Melee units shouldn't do damage to stalkers. Especially when they have blink, because then you can just move away so fast. Now this stalker is kind of like a seasoned pro here. He's got 5 kills. And my extra probe is dying now. They've killed him. This goes on for a little bit. I might speed it up a bit. I keep moving back and forth. And now, my stalker, he's regenerating shield so he can take damage. And I'm just constantly, this takes a lot of APM. It does. I mean, my APM, skyrockets about 100. It's absurd. It takes a lot of APM to do this. Now, he's being smart while he's continually switching out these zealots. So, ones with fully regenerated shields are going. You also notice he tries to surround me, because if I'm surrounded by enemy units, my stalker actually can't move. Workers, on the other hand, if you tell them to mine, they can phase through enemy units. So, they can phase through enemy units. That's the only way they can escape. Now, this zealot survives with 2 HP. He's keeping him back so he can regenerate that shield. My stalker only does like 10 damage. So as long as the zealot's got 10 shield, which now has more than enough, he will be safe for another shot. So these things are, even though they're really low on health, they can still keep fighting. I finally managed to kill one of those zealots. Continue moving. This is all I have. I don't have enough money to do anything at all. I should cancel this, but I'm really focused on moving these guys around. As his hotkeys, he's been moving other things around as well. He still has no minerals mined. Now, if nothing has been done for a long time in a game, now see, he's trying to surround me, almost got killed. If nothing's been done in a long time, the game will actually establish a stalemate. This stalemate is basically when nothing's been produced, no minerals have been mined, nothing. The game will automatically call it a draw. I'm not sure how that affects your score at all. And that's not what happens in this game. But it most certainly is something I haven't encountered before. I don't know if they'll show it in the replay. Again, my APM is pretty high. I'm a pro player now. Now this is where I finally am able to get him. I realize I'm in a corner, but I kill the zealot, I believe. There. Now once the zealot's gone, the probes aren't much of a match for the stalker, as they get like 3 shot. Now here's his problem. He has nowhere else to go. He has nothing to mine, nothing to do. He's got the one probe here doing nothing. He had just enough money to make one more probe. He should be chrono boosting that out. I say good game because I think I've won. I don't know why I'm even over here. I never scouted him, so I actually didn't know where his base was. I'm looking around for a bit, and I don't have enough money to do anything. And the stalemate went away, so I know that he's doing something. He's mining resources. Let me just speed it up a bit here. Now he begins getting a second one. Now he's chrono boosting it out. And I realize my warp gate was still researching, so I just get rid of it and I get a probe. Until I finally found him. Now I begin attacking the pylon because I don't want him gaining any army of any kind. Pylons do take a little bit. Finish. He attempts to attack me, I suppose, with the probes. But this stalker, 11 kills. I mean, it really, 2 probes aren't going to do anything. I've gotten a second probe, which is pretty nice. Now, if you see, I've hotkeyed my Nexus to 0 and this to 1. So, I don't actually have to look somewhere else and have my stalker take damage. I can just hit 0, press E, and just make a probe. This is a good for any race to do, hotkeying all your bases together. So, you can make workers very quickly. Now, he's getting a little bit more money, so he was able to get a third probe. Now, I take out his pylon. So, that was much easier than taking out these gateways. So my little stalker is now going to try to kite these guys. See, I move away. Don't right-click, so you move, use the move command, and then A, left-click, so that your guy turns around and moves, and then just continue telling him to move, so he doesn't stand there and get shot. He's got his next guy. There's no way a probe. Again, movement speed 2.81, stalker 2.95. He can't outrun this. Now I begin actually damaging his nexus. I have enough cash to begin constructing a pylon soon. And there we go. That's what I need to do. I need to build up a pylon so I can have supply and make units. He begins moving this probe of his. He's got a little bit of resources in his mouth. And he's going to try to make something happen, but he's pretty much dead by then. My pylon's completed. I still don't have enough minerals for really anything. He's trying to... It's really not going to help him. This one probe... I had enough gas, apparently, left over. I get some sentries. You know, of all things. Now, I don't notice this for a sec. And this is really the last thing he has. As this is the last worker. He's got 0 supply now that it's dead. And I have some sentries, which... Though, yeah, they don't do, like, any damage, pretty much, at all. Their little, like, tickle cannon, it at least does some DPS, so this game doesn't take forever. So, basically, he has nothing to do. This game goes on a little bit, and he gets really mad at me. He gets very mad at me. And he's like, everyone knows stalkers are fast. Then I asked him why he yelled in. And that was the end of the game. So this is why, 1, kiting is a very important skill. You can practice it against AI or friends. But also, stalkers are a lot of times more important to get than zealots. You can block, you know, all-ins such as this very easily. And That's all I gotta say. This is why don't all in. There's ways around it. So please like, comment, favorite, subscribe. I'm a pretty new caster. Tell me how I did. Leave feedback of any kind. I'd really appreciate it. I'll try to put up a new video soon, and I will see you guys next time.